Summertime's always a busy time for any cattle ranch here in the southern plains. One of the chores that we've got to get done that sometimes I think slips through the cracks, and that's to make sure that the minerals that we're putting out for the cows are getting consumed at the level that we want them to be consumed at. And in some cases where there might be a medicated mineral, that it's very important that we get the right amount and therefore the right dosage of the medicated mineral into those cattle. If we're using a medicated mineral, of course, we have to work with our local large animal veterinarian to make sure we have the proper veterinary feed directive in order to purchase that medicated mineral. So you want to visit your veterinarian about that possibility. As far as other minerals, just for nutritional standpoints are concerned, making sure that the cattle get the kind of intake that you want is very, very important. Usually, most minerals, we like to have them consumed at the rate of somewhere around 2 to 3, maybe as high as 4 ounces per head per day. How do you know whether that's taking place? Well, you can do some monitoring of the mineral intake by keeping track of the amount of mineral put out, the number of cows in the pasture, the number of days it takes for them to consume that. And you can get a little help with that issue. You can go to the SunUp website, that's sunup.okstate.edu, and there we'll have a link to an OSU mineral consumption record that you can download and keep track of that for each pasture. Also, at that same place, you can download a calculator that'll help you if you want to just input that same information, the amount of minerals you put out, when you put it out, and the number of cows in that pasture. It will actually do the calculations for you and keep a graph of the intake throughout the course of summer so that you can keep a good idea of what the mineral intake per head is in your situation. If you need to improve the intake, you might consider the location of the mineral blocks or the mineral feeders. Make sure that they're in areas where the cattle spend a lot of time. Loafing areas, such as shady areas, something around the water source where they travel next to a fence so they run into that mineral feeder more often. That will help in terms of ensuring a little higher usage of the mineral feeder that you've put out for them. I think if you'll do just a little bit of extra effort this summer, making sure that you check those mineral feeders once a week, make sure they have dry, clean mineral in them, then we'll have a little more uniform, little more consistent amount of mineral intake getting into those cattle, the proper amount that you want. And we look forward to seeing you next week on SunUp's Cow-Calf Corner.